I have this issue where I find almost no men attractive. I find almost no one attractive. So like there's just like, it just doesn't go anywhere like ever.
And that's probably because you're delusional, but you refuse to accept it. But let's continue.
I don't have you, I'm gonna feel unwell. Like I need them because it's so rare at this point that it like makes it extremely difficult. Or like even if they are attractive, like even if like, yeah, you're a pretty face, I just don't care to speak to them. Like if I want to speak to someone, I will non-stop be thinking about like texting them or having a conversation with them. But it's so fucking rare.
It's giving the energy of the men that she wants don't like her, and the men that likes her, she doesn't like them. But let's continue.
Like it's so rare, and I just want to have a cute little fun crush and like whatever, but I can't even have a crush anymore because I'm just like, boring, like not interested, no desire for it. I need to like go to the gym.
I believe my recommendation moving forward will be for any man who wants to date to not just focus on pretty, good looking, to always remember the majority of these women in our era, not all of them, some of them suffer from delusionality, in a sense of them expecting everything to be handed over to them. But in the realistic concept of it, is the majority of them are just struggling with trauma in which they refuse to accept. In our own position, she focused everything on her looking, but meanwhile she refused to work on her character. You're going to see a next video next in which this woman is complaining on her going to a bar and not being able to find someone to buy them a drink. Now watch this.
Can somebody explain to me why it is so hard to go to a sports bar to find actual seating to possibly meet a man who's gonna buy me a drink? Let me know. My friend and I have gone to 3 different bars. Let me know why it's so difficult. At this point, should I go home?
I believe a lot of women need to start understanding that men these days don't just focus on your beauty or how you look. Those things fades. It's your character, it's how you carry yourself. If you don't focus on that, your chances of meeting the man of your dream is slim to none. It's 2025 moving into 2026. The new generation of men now are focusing on building themselves, holding themselves accountable, trying to fall out of that stereotype and changing this generational course. But the women in our era, however, want to stick to the way of my grandma went through this, but meanwhile, they've never actually experienced those trauma before. But instead of them actually focusing on they've got a trauma and focusing on the fixing of that problem, they want to blame men for their own troubles. You hear them say, in my 30s it's not too late. But meanwhile, the biological clock speaks otherwise. Yes, you might be in your 30s, things might still be functioning well, but your chances of having a child and having complication is still, there's some percentage there. The risk of losing the life having those children around their age is also the pain. And also, there's chances of the man himself not finding you attractive anymore. So, with that being said, I hope the new generation of women will start actually thinking of, I understand that I'm a woman. There's a biological clock that I have to focus on, build my career, and same time finding the man that will love me for who I am. Well, with that being said, if you enjoyed the content, remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you next time.